Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hope. My name is Tammy Lyn Connors. This is my YouTube channel and podcast, helping other people evolve. It's been a minute since I've done one of these by myself, but today I just felt strongly in my heart that I needed to get on here. I have amazing episodes coming up, so many great people sharing their stories of struggle to strength, and I cannot wait to share those with you. For those of you that do not know what hope is, it is my mission and vision to help people to know that they do not struggle alone. I feel like in the world, especially in the world today after 2020, so many people are at home and they feel like they're all alone in their struggles and that no one has gone through anything that they're going through. And unfortunately, there's tons of people that have went through struggles, but fortunately, there's tons of people that have gotten to a strength. So what I just hope is that maybe you'll hear a story, maybe you'll hear, one of my friends' story, maybe you'll hear my story, maybe you'll just hear something that resonates with you and you are able to get out of bed that day and just walk outside and just take a deep breath and just know it's gonna be okay. We can get through our struggles. It's not easy. I never promise. I never say it's going to be easy. I myself have truly been through some of the worst struggles that people go through in life. But you know what? I'm here today. I'm still breathing. I'm still smiling. I can still see. I can still use my hands. So there's so many things that I have gratitude for. And I just hope that maybe you'll hear a story and that's what will happen with you. Last weekend, I went on a retreat and it was an amazing retreat. It was at some place that I've been before at a friend of mine's house that she hosts these retreats, and I've been blessed to be there just on my own before, but it's always a welcoming experience. And this retreat, we had 6 other ladies. There was 5 of us, well, 6 total girls, and then of course Chastity. And in this weekend, it was empowering, it was an uplifting, it was just kind of chilled. It was just very nice. But I experienced a few things that I wanted to share with you because I feel like one of the things that I experienced, I said I would never, ever, ever do. You wouldn't catch me doing that, is what I said. And I'm sharing it because it wasn't a fear. A lot of times we don't do things because of a fear, right? Like I don't really walk into birdhouses at a zoo or something because I'm a little petrified of birds. I have been a little bit better. A little boy I babysit, he'll convince me, he's 6, that I should walk into these little bird places with him. There's only like 8 birds in there, but he makes sure that he will protect me. And for him, I go in there. It's hard for me, but it's all about my mindset. So what I experienced this weekend was I've told many friends, specifically one of my really good friends who he has one of those ice tubs outside of his house, right? And he gets in this ice bath. And I've watched athletes get in these ice baths. I've heard all of the good things about it, but I've never really done it. And I've always said, nah, I'm not doing it. And another thing that I'm not doing is when I take a hot shower, running cold water on me afterwards. I hear all the benefits, I hear all the things, and I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to do that, is what I said. Now I'm still a little spectacle. I'm not probably going to do a winter ice plunge. We'll just go with that one. I was a skeptic about that. But anyways, we're at this retreat and we're all, we went for a morning walk and it was in Texas and it was about 100 degrees at that time in the morning. We got back and my friend Chastity said, oh, you guys, we should do the ice bath. I have an ice plunge tub here. It was nice little round, and she had the water in there and the ice in there. And so I'm like, yeah, no, not me. I'm not doing it. I have nothing, there is no desire in my soul to get into ice cold water. Well, guess what I did? I did it. I don't know if I was the first one to go in there or not. I don't think I was. I think I watched my friend Chastity get in there and then I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm telling you, I put my first toe in there and I was like, oh, and as I was getting into this tub, y'all know I get emotional a lot of times when I'm doing these things. When I was getting in this ice bath and I was scrunching down and I was freezing, and I know there's benefits.
My friend Chastity said this to all of us. You have done things way harder than this. You've gotten through things way harder than this. And as I got down, I only went to right here my first time. Like if you're on listening to this on a podcast, I'm up to just at my chest level. Right, almost to my shoulders, but not quite that far deep. And I got in there and I just sat. And I thought for a minute, yeah, I've done much harder things than this. And I got out and I was like, oh, that was really cool. I didn't hate it like I thought I was gonna hate it. I tried it, right? Because this is what I say, try it, try the things. I tell people this all the time, especially kids, adults too. Like they'll be like, ooh, I don't like eggplant. Have you ever tried eggplant? No. Well, then you can't knock it till you try it, right? So that's been a saying that I've said for a really long time. So the question to me was, have you ever tried an ice bath? No, I'm never doing that. I don't like the cold. But have you ever tried it? No, never tried it. I'm not going to. Maybe you should try it. Maybe you'll like it. I don't really think I should even try it. Those were my words. And when I tried that on, I think it was Friday we did that. I'm going to tell you what, I got out, I read the benefits of it then, and I was like, wow, that had a lot of benefits to it. And it wasn't that bad. And I really do feel really good. So Saturday morning, we get up and we do an hour meditation. And I just want to recommend this to anybody and everybody. Excuse me. If you can find an hour, a half hour, or 15 minutes, even if it's once a week, or once a day, or twice a week, or whatever, find that time to just go sit and be still. I always talk about it. In the morning I get up, I do my gratitude, I take my vitamins, I do my gratitude, I pray, but I don't really ever just sit. So Saturday morning, we just sat for 1 hour, no phones. Try not to have your phone. I'm a big phone junkie. I'm the first to admit it. Like it's probably an addiction that I need to work on. So to not have my phone using it was pretty powerful. I don't even know if I took it with me, honestly, because I was like, you know what? I don't need this right now. I had a piece of paper and a pen. I'll just write. And I sat by the waterfall on her swimming pool, and I just sat and I closed my eyes and I just relaxed. She had some sage burning, some music going, and I really just relaxed. And my pen went to my paper and I wrote a letter. I've read the letter 3 times since I've been home. And that letter is very powerful to me. It was a letter from me to God, thanking him for everything he's done for me. And after that letter, so I'm just recommending that to everybody, just kind of sit and just be still. I really don't do that often enough. And it really taught me like, it's okay just to sit and be. And after that, I got up and I went for a little walk. And as I was walking, I passed Chastity. Like we were all in our own little zones. And she said, I'm going to go sit in the sauna and then the ice bath. That's what you're supposed to do. Get hot and then cold, hot and then cold. You're supposed to do it 3 times. I was like, you are? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I think I'll do that too. What I'll do is when you're in the ice bath, I'll sit in the sauna, you know, vice versa. Well, she ended up going and making food for us. Now, here I am the day before saying there is no way I'm getting into an ice bath. And now here I am going, okay, I'm going to go do that with you. So I sat in the sauna, which was like, I don't know, 140 degrees. And I sat in there for about 3 to 5 minutes, got out, sat in that ice bath for 3 minutes, got out, went back in that sauna, got out, went back in that ice bath for 3 minutes. Now our time was up for the hour, so I didn't get to do the 3 times, but I was feeling good, right? I eat a little bit, I'm feeling good. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for a little run. I don't run, but I'm going to run. I don't know why I got all this, but I'm going to go run a little bit. And I'm not a runner, you guys. It's just not my thing. I ran like 3 5Ks and I did a Spartan race once. And the Spartan race, I didn't even know what I was doing. You didn't even really run. But I went out, I went for a run. It was 100 degrees outside. It was 99. And I think
with the air quality was like 103 or something like that. So anyways, I ran my mile. I wanted to be under 12 minutes. I ran it in 12 minutes and 15 seconds. Got done with that and I'm sweating, right? And I get back and she says to me, go in the ice tub now. And I was like, that's a great idea. 48 degrees. I jump in this ice tub and I'm feeling amazing. Now, this time I went below my shoulders and I actually stuck my head in the water. Now, I'm telling you all of this for the fact of stop myself too. Stop saying, I will never do that. 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 And I said to my son last night, we went out to dinner and I told him, I said, you know how many times I said, there ain't no way I'm ever getting an ice bath. And I'll never do that. And he's like, Mom.
Ooh. Do you know how many times you said you never do that? And look at all the things you've done. And it's true. Like, it's true. But the only reason why I've done them is because I decided, why not try? Why not try an ice bath? You might love it. And the benefits are incredible, right? Why not? Get on an airplane and fly if that's your fear. I had a girl that was with us this weekend. She's never went on a trip and drove herself. And I'm not sure how old she is, but I mean, she's got kids that are teenagers and in high school and stuff. And she drove herself. She lives in Canada at that. She drove herself. She had to go across the border. She got stopped. They looked in her trunk. She had to go through all of these things that she's never done before, but she didn't let herself stop her. And so many times in life, I believe that we let ourselves stop us. That's who stops us. It's not my friend Chastity stopping me. It's not my friend Jamal stopping me. It's not my son stopping me. It's not that person stopping me. It's me. And it's all about us, what we are allowing, how we are allowing our mind to control us. Or, as David Goggins says, control your mind. So either it's going to control us and tell us we can't do that, or it's going to control us and say we shouldn't do that, or it's going to control us and say, you know, that's not the brightest idea you've ever had to get into 40-degree water after you were just running. You know, it's going to convince ourselves, but we have to convince ourselves that it's okay to do things. It's okay because we're living life. And I'm not saying go do things that you shouldn't do, right? I'm not like, yeah, don't go try that because you think it's a good idea if it's something that might damage your body or your soul or anything like that. I'm just saying some of the things that we don't try, you never know, you could love it. You know, I messaged my son. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just did this ice plunge. We got to get one of these, right? And then I talked to him on the phone. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, Courtney just said they're only like $110. And he's like, I said, we need to get one. He's like, one, we should just both buy one. And I'm like, you're right. You know, I never would have thought of that. But what I've realized is if I'm doing something that's better for me, then why not do it, right? Why not try it? I am the biggest believer, and you guys all, if you've listened to my podcast, you know this about me. Life is short, man. We are not guaranteed tomorrow. We are not guaranteed the next minute. We are not guaranteed anything. We are here for the moment. We are here for a moment. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let those moments make me not who I am, make me not enjoy my life. I am not going to let those things that I feel like are stopping me, going to stop me. Because I just read something today, man, I've lived through the shittiest shit. I've lived through the things that were the worst that I could have ever imagined. And guess what? I'm still here today and I'm still breathing and I'm still able to get through my days. Are some days hard? Some days are so damn hard. I don't even want to go through it because things will happen that will just be like, oh, I miss them so much. I'm talking grief right now. You know, some days I just don't even want to imagine why I'm going through life without my baby. But you know what? I am going through life without my baby. And I could either lay down in bed and be like sad for myself and not do anything, or I can get up
and be like, you know what, I'm going to advocate and help somebody else who's grieving the loss of their child or the loss of their baby or their loss of their adult child. I am here to help people know that you can get through your struggles. You can get through them. I'm living proof of it. But you have to be willing to take a chance to change your life. You have to be willing to do the things that you don't really want to do. And that's what's important. It's not all about the ice bath and doing that I didn't want to do, that I said I would never do. But I'm telling you what, me doing that changed a lot in my mindset. I'm a big advocate for mindset. I'm a big advocate for mental health. I'm a big advocate for knowing your worth. But at the end of the day, if I'm not willing to take chances on myself to help myself get better, then how can I sit here and help other people? I can't. I can't. So I'm going to always be the one to tell you that you can do anything you put your mind to. I am going to be the one to tell you, no matter what your struggle is, you can get through it. I promise you. I can sit here and say these things. Why? Because I've been here. I've been going through it for years. For years. I sit here and I say these things, and I don't say them because I'm just preaching and talking out my mouth and yelling about things or anything like that. I'm not really yelling. I'm just kind of advocating here. But I've lived life, man. I've been through molestation as a child. I've been through domestic violence. I've watched my father beat my mother. I watched my father, saw my father dead in our bathtub, drowned. He was a young 34 years old. I was 13. My mom was 32. My sister was 8. We were just all little babies. I say that even about my mom. She was just a young child. Really? Because I look at my son who's going to be 34 and he's so young. And I can't imagine. That's when we lost my dad. He was just a baby, basically. I've been through that. I've been through addiction. I've been through mental abuse. I've been through abortion. I've been through losing my 6.5-month-old child to SIDS. I've been through losing best friends. I've been through losing my mother. I've been through losing people that should have never been lost. I've lost people that are still in addiction, and they're just lost, and I just pray for them. I've lost my bonus son throughout my recovery, and I didn't have to drink. So as I sit here, I don't say any of this for somebody to be like, oh, you poor thing. No, not me, poor thing. Everything that I went through in my life, every struggle that I went through in my life, of course, half of them I didn't want to go through. I did not want to lose my child. It was a fear of mine for years before I even had children. And when it happened, what was I going to do? Lean on my other child. That's exactly what I did. But I'm going to tell you what, every struggle that we go through is what brings us to who we are today and brings us to the strength. I'm not saying that struggles are great. I'm glad that we went through that struggle. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm telling you right now, if we can learn to embrace the struggle somehow. I know we're going through those storms. It's hard. It's hard. It's so hard. But I'm going to tell you what, and you all know if you listen to me or follow me, my faith is in God. And my faith in God is what has gotten me through everything that I've ever been through. He's never left me. He's never judged me. His love is the most unconditional love. And because of him, I'm here today sharing hope. I just wanted to get on here today and just say, man, try the things that scare you. Try the things that you just, like I said, I didn't have a fear of that ice. I just didn't want to do it. That was it. I was like, I don't like the cold. It's not what I like to do. I used to say I don't like to work out. If anybody follows my journey, you know I work out all the time. I used to say these things, and I had to change my mindset to get through the things that I thought I didn't want to do. And who knows, like I said, with food, with working out, with whatever it is, it might be your next favorite thing. You never know. I used to think that I didn't like taking pictures. I love taking pictures now. My confidence has grown. Because why? Because I've allowed things that were negative in my mind to go. I've allowed them to release and go. I say I allow because a lot of times we keep them there and we keep them there. It's like what we hang on to. But if you allow them to let go, you can start bringing in the things that you need, the things that you want, the things that your body is really craving and you didn't even know it. So you guys just go out there and live life, man. It's short. It's not promised. Like I said, if you've never had to deal with some type of grief or trauma or something like that, man, I love you. If you've had to deal with some type of trauma, grief, whatever, loss, I love you too. You know, we all live in this world, and some of us have been through a lot and some of us have not. And those that have not, you know, I would never wish any of it on you at all, ever, but just know that I'm sure one day some struggle is going to happen and that you can get through it. I love life. I love what I'm doing. I love helping other people. It's what my mission, vision, and hope is. I'm pretty positive that's what my purpose is. God gave me the gift to share my hope and the gift to provide joy to others, to provide hope for others, to provide laughter to others. You know, I'm out there, the dancing, sober dancing person, because that's what I do. I love dancing, and you'll see me in my living room on my TikToks dancing. You'll see me out and about dancing. Most of the time I'm dancing by myself until people get some drinks in them, and then they'll join me, but I don't really care because it's what I do that's good for my soul. So you guys just do what you love what you do, love other people, be kind, and know that no matter what our struggles are, your strength is that there is always hope. You guys all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning into Hope today, and we will see you soon.